Do you plan on implementing a skill-based matchmaking system?
Yes.
The Evil Dead game has skill-based matchmaking. Or does it?
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here.
Okay, enough memes. How's it going, guys? We are only a few short days away from the release of Evil Dead the game, and Slash and Cast just did a very interesting interview about some of the core game mechanics, most notably skill-based matchmaking and game balance. Now, if you want to see the full interview without me blabbing, I'll leave a link in the description. You'll find that many of the very well crafted questions are framed in a way of asking how are the devs of the Evil Dead going to try to avoid the same pitfalls of another similar asymmetrical game some may refer to as DBD.
With such a learning curve to playing both Survivors and the Demon, do you plan on implementing a skill-based matchmaking system to help new players more easily transition into the game?
Yes. So we do have a pretty straightforward matchmaking system, based on your overall kind of profile experience.
I was wondering, because MMR type of games, they kind of like pick certain stats to go off of when they're matchmaking. When it comes to Evil Dead, because it's more of like a fun style game, it's not exactly as competitive as other asymmetrical horror games. What stats would you use for that? Like how many kills you're collecting as a demon, or how many times you're successfully escaping?
That is a really good question. And I've only kind of scratched on what the backend team has done, but I know it relies heavily on just your overall kind of level.
So I have a few thoughts on this. The first is quite frankly whether or not Tim Willits, the chief game designer, knows exactly what skill-based matchmaking actually is. Even though he said yes, he also said that their matchmaking system mostly goes off of your level. But what does level mean in the Evil Dead? Well, it's simple. Each character in the game has a level, every survivor and demon. You increase that level through playing that character. The more you level up a character, the better skills and abilities you unlock. So when you switch to a survivor you've never played before, they will be level 1. Which means that the Evil Dead wouldn't actually have true skill-based matchmaking. It's just going entirely off of how much you've played. However, if that's not the case and the game really does use SBMM, you might be thinking, who cares, the game is going to be brand new. And you're absolutely right, for about the first week. Do not underestimate how fast sweaty players can sniff out a meta. Do I need to remind you how people were literally beating Elden Ring in under an hour shortly after it was released? A time that is now already down to a sweat-tastic 5 minutes and 58 seconds. But like I said, I truly don't think that's the case. I believe the question was misinterpreted as a general question about how the matchmaking system works. Also, I want to talk about how the devs seem very confident in their ability to keep the game balanced and updated.
But one thing I can tell you is that every single parameter, from damage to health to our ELO calculations, are done in the back end. So when the game comes out, we have millions of people playing it. We can make adjustments to the backend into the game without forcing players to download an entire new patch. So we will quickly discover that someone's OP and someone's not powerful enough, and you know how it goes. But the backend team can make those adjustments along with matchmaking parameters, so we can basically in real time kind of course correct any adjustments we need to make.
So as you could see there, they have built the game from the ground up as a multiplayer experience and are ready to go full support mode. On a side note, I'll be keeping my ear to the ground about possible hacking after the game releases. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm hyped to jump into the Evil Dead. The game looks fantastic, and there's yet to be any hockey analogies or other concerning language from the devs. Honestly, I'm just going to jump straight into the game without looking at any of the tier list guides that are already out for some reason, and just enjoy the very best part of every multiplayer game, the launch. So what do you guys think? Is the game going to have SBMM? Am I being too optimistic? Let me know. And as always, thanks for watching and have a good one.